Good morning. It is August the 11th, Tuesday, and it's Happy National Crochet Day. Yay! Yesterday, when I took the items that I mailed off to the post office, I put quite a few items out, with the little tags. I'm not lost. I'm yours if you found me. Anywhere from I had a couple of hats I put out there, a pair of mittens, and about 7 or 8 of the mice donuts. And I left them, there's a little book box in Triangle Park, so I left a couple around there and then on some of the bench ends and things like that. And as I was coming out of the post office, some kids with their mom had already found a couple of those things, and the kids were squealing, so it was kind of fun to watch them with that. I had planned on having a finished item, but a nap happened, so that didn't quite get done. Did get an acquisition. Now, originally what I went after was a bunch of double-pointed needles. And I saw this grouping that had some knitting needles, different sizes, so I went ahead and got it. They appeared to be very smooth, the join is very smooth, and they weren't very expensive, but I was after double pointed needles because I'm always losing them. They're like the stitch markers. Where the hell they go? But, so the little listing that I saw on Amazon had like 15 sets of double pointed needles, the knit needles, and then it had the little kit with the cables and the needle for sewing in your ends, tips, and some stitch markers. But it showed it in a case. Didn't come in a case. It actually just came in a bag like this. So, oh well. That's fine. I'll make my own case. But I just thought that was rather funny. And then I got a set of these because I think I buy 60 million a year and they all go missing and stuff happens. That is it for this portion. We'll get into the what in Tarnation in a minute. I did want to say something about the shootings in Washington, D.C. No, not the one at the White House. The one this weekend where 21 black people were shot and 1 died. Now, no other news agency covered this because they were all worried about Simon Cowell falling off his bicycle and breaking his back. So I guess all lives don't matter, Black lives don't matter, it's just some. If they can be used politically, they matter. If they can't, they don't. And it's kind of like the thing with the riots and looting in Chicago this weekend. A lot of channels didn't cover that. And it all started over a false rumor, that a teenager had been shot by police. 20-year-old criminal. And he was well known for his criminal activity. Even his grandmother pled with people to let it go. He'd chosen his life. He was a criminal. He was no good. But he had a gun. Police tried to stop him. He didn't stop. He ran. Then he turned and fired on the police officers. What are you going to expect? You think they're just going to go, oh, poor little boy misunderstood. No, they're going to fire back. So, yeah. And I don't know what you people in Chicago are thinking. You keep looting these businesses, they're not going to stay. They're not going to stay and give you jobs. They're not going to stay and give you product. You're going to wind up with Walmart, and that's all. So, think wisely. Choose better politicians for you. Now, a lot of the people are joining in with Haas's Harvest Moon giveaway. And I was rather surprised to find that YouTube, you know, if you say you're having a giveaway and they have to be a subscriber to win, that's against YouTube rules. I didn't realize that looking through the YouTube rules. So I was rather surprised to learn that from Dana and Haas. But there is a giveaway that quite a few people are joining in on. I'm not joining in on it this time, just because. But it's a great little giveaway, so go look for the hashtag Harvest Moon. And you should be able to find all the channels that are joining in on that giveaway. Dana of Wanderlust Crochet is also joining in on it. So you probably go find her channel and find the link for all of those. So, I did want to tell you also, I have a shout out for Leah. You know, Leah of Keeping It Real and her husband shared the channel. And Chris has kind of taken over the channel. So Leah started up a new channel, and I believe the name of it is Homesteady Adventures with Leah. So I will leave a link down below for that so you can go find her and join up, sign up for her, because you know Leah has a lot of crochet, book reviews, does some homesteading things and quite a few other things. But I know I enjoy both of their videos. Chris sometimes it just tickles me, some subjects he talks about. So I'll leave that link down below. Go sign up for Leah's channel. It's just dedicated to Leah so that she can do her thing. Chris can do his over on Keeping It Real. Alright, what in tarnation? Chihuahua saves owner's life during stroke on houseboat. A North Carolina man was reunited with his beloved dog 5 days after the Chihuahua was credited with saving his life during a stroke. Rudy Armstrong, 86, a Navy veteran who lives alone on a houseboat in Oriental with his dog Boo Boo, said he realized he was having a stroke on the boat and he couldn't reach his phone because he was unable to move one of his arms and one of his legs. I didn't want to be there for a couple of days before somebody would come by, he recalled to WCTI-TV, so I said, okay, Boo Boo, go get me some help. Boo Boo ran off at her owner's urging and returned a short time later with the dockmaster, who summoned paramedics to the scene. Armstrong said he believes Boo Boo saved his life by following his instructions. He was hospitalized and was reunited with his dog 5 days later. I've got tears running out of my eyes, he said during the reunion. Missed her so much. And there's video. Boo Boo is absolutely adorable. Now this next one, I know I read this story when I first started What in Tarnation about Palmerston. British Foreign Office's Chief Mouser announces retirement. Palmerston, the British Foreign Office's famous feline chief mouser, announced he is retiring to spend more time relaxing away from the limelight. A letter addressed to Sir Simon MacDonald, Permanent Under-Secretary at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, was posted to the Palmerston's official Twitter account to announce the cat's retirement from hunting mice at the Foreign Office's headquarters in London. Palmerston, named for two-time Prime Minister Viscount Palmerston, arrived at the office as a rescue in 2016 and quickly gained fame for catching mice and appearing in photos with visiting diplomats. The cat previously made headlines for clashes with Larry, the cat charged with catching mice for the Prime Minister at 10 Downing Street. The letter, written from the feline's perspective, said Palmerston is retiring to live with family in the British countryside. And there is a link to the Twitter account. Although I am ending my formal role here, I will always be an ambassador for the UK and the new Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, the letter reads. The Foreign Office praised Palmerston for his service in a Twitter post. We'll all miss him awfully, but wish him a perfect retirement. And then there is like I said, the link for the Twitter announcement. Now this next one, you can actually see where the guy tries to hide what happened. 216-year-old sculpture damaged by tourist posing for a photo. An Italian art museum said an Austrian tourist has apologized after damaging a 19th century sculpture while posing for a photo. The Museo Antonio Canova in Posagno, Italy, shared security camera footage showing the man sitting on Antonio Canova's 216-year-old plaster sculpture of Pauline Borghese Bonaparte, Napoleon's sister, as Venus, the Roman goddess of love. The museum said a guard later discovered 3 of the sculpture's toes had been broken by the man. And you can actually see him move those toes back into place. The tourist was initially not identified, but the museum said he has now contacted officials to apologize after hearing about the damage from the Austrian media. The man said he'd been unaware of the damage he had caused. I apologize in every way, the man said in a message to the museum. Officials thanked the man for his apology and said he offered to make amends for his actions. Museum officials said they are working on a plan to repair the artwork. It was unclear whether the tourist would be fined. You literally see him move those toes back. He knew what he did. Oh boy. Wild boar leads police on hours-long chase through city. Police in a Japanese city said a wild boar entered into the area and led officers on hours-long chase Wednesday morning. Oh boy. I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to pronounce this right. The Fukuoka Prefectural Police said an officer on duty at the U.S. consulate in the Chihuahua ward of Fukuoka spotted the boar running loose around the nearby Ohori Park. Officers began to pursue the boar about 6:05 a.m. and the animal led them on a chase through the center of city that lasted until the wild pigs captured just before noon. City officials said the wild boar had never been spotted in the area before. Experts suggested the animal captured Wednesday might have become lost. Wild boars seeking other animals sometimes travel along river courses. Perhaps it was a young boar with little experience which ended up lost in the city while looking for the food. One of the consulate at the city zoo told the Mainichi newspaper. There's video. Looks like Keystone Cops chasing this boar all over the place, but it's cute. They do finally catch him. And if that's a young boar, he's awful big. Next story. I have been watching Phil Robertson's Unashamed podcast on YouTube, and Chase Robertson and his brother Jeff have been doing treasure hunting, you know. So this next story just kind of thought was cute and shows you can find quite a loot if you're out there looking. Treasure hunters find $130,000 worth of silver coins behind British pub. A team of treasure hunters using metal detectors in a field behind a British pub discovered an estimated $130,000 worth of coins dating from the 15th to the 17th centuries. Luke Mahoney, 40, said he and friends Dan Hunt and Matt Brown received permission from property owners Charlie and James Buckle to search the 15-acre field behind the Linley Rose pub in Lindsay, Suffolk, England. The trio used their metal detectors to search the field for 3 days and ended up unearthing a total 1,061 silver hammered coins believed to date from the 15th to 17th centuries. Expert appraiser Nigel Mills estimated the coins could fetch up to $130,000 in an auction. And there's video where you get to see them digging up and the coins. So that was rather interesting. Our next story and last story is about a cow, well, a bull, that was loose in Florida. Deputies on horseback lasso loose bull in Florida. Deputies in Florida were summoned to a stretch of highway to lasso a loose bull that was posing a hazard to rush hour traffic. The Collier County Sheriff's Office said deputies responded to a report of a loose cow near State Road 29 in Immokalee, but they arrived to find the animal was a 1,200-pound bull. A little different than a cow. The bull was not happy and was charging everyone, the sheriff's office said. Deputies on horseback were able to lasso the bull, get it under control, and the animal was controlled to the owner. The best part of this video is the music that they played in the background. So I hope you enjoy the videos. I'll see you again tomorrow. Everybody have a great day. Be safe, be well, and always choose kindness.